And Governor DeSantis, you did face quite a bit of criticism for not closing your state as soon as some did. There was a lot of attention.
What have the results been? You look at some of the most draconian orders that have been issued in some of these states and compare Florida in terms of our hospitalizations per 100,000, in terms of our fatalities per 100,000. I mean, you go from DC, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, you name it. Florida's done better, and I'm not criticizing those states, but everyone in the media was saying Florida was going to be like New York or Italy, and that has not happened because we understood we have a big diverse state, we understood the outbreak was not uniform throughout the state, and we had a tailored and measured approach that not only helped our numbers be way below what anyone predicted, but also did less damage to our state going forward. I had construction going on, the road projects, but we did it in a safe way, and we did it, I think, in a way that is probably more sustainable over the long term. So I think people can go back and look at all the criticism and then look now, and nobody predicted that Florida would. We have challenges. This is not an easy situation. We've had people in the hospital, but I am now in a situation where I have less than 500 people at a state of 22 million on ventilators as of last night, and I have 6,500 ventilators that are sitting idle, unused throughout the state of Florida.
So my question is, I mean, you face that criticism, you have these numbers that you're sharing. Are you concerned at all about another outbreak coming this summer or this fall and not being ready for it?
So of course, that's why the whole thing we're doing is, this is a novel virus, it's unpredictable. But we're in a situation now where we have so many more tools to be able to detect. And one of the things that I was talking to Dr. Birx about, our Florida Department of Health, we have a fully integrated health system with the counties. We have been doing contact tracing from the very beginning. Now, sure, once the outbreak gets to a certain point, the mitigation is really what you do. The contact tracing is not going to be able to stop like what was going on in New York City. But in Florida, we had such an uneven outbreak. We were doing contact tracing throughout this whole time in parts of the state that the outbreak wasn't as severe. They limited the spread and did it very effectively. And so that's going to be a huge part of what we're doing going forward. And we think that that can be successful. And we're going to have so many more opportunities with sentinel surveillance. We're offensive with the nursing homes. Nothing's going to change on the nursing home testing. This is, until this virus goes away, this is the population that is most at risk. In Florida, we have close to 85% of the fatalities have been age 65 or older, and most of them have some comorbidities. And so these are the types of facilities that are the most at risk. So nothing's going to change on that. We're going to continue protecting elderly, and we messaged that very early about the risk, about how they should stay home. I wasn't going to arrest an elderly if they left their house, but we told them limit contacts because you're more at risk. And they listen. That's why you go to a place like the Villages. There were articles written saying, oh, the Villages is going to crash and burn, all this other stuff. They have like a 2%, 2.5% infection rate. We tested 1,200 asymptomatic, and none were found to have the virus. And so this message of understanding the risks are different for different parts of our communities and age and health, and continue doing all. So I think what you'll see is, however we move forward, and I'll announce that soon, you're going to see even more attention paid to the vulnerable.